Hello, everyone. I'm Nolan Myers, CEO of Double GDP, where we're building an end-to-end platform for new cities to connect with residents, accelerate growth, and deliver responsive public services. I'm here for a sprint update for August 5th. As always, we'll go through our goals for last week, how we did against those goals, and what we aim to do in the next sprint. Overall, last week, top line metric was to grow to 561 weekly active users. A few areas of product improvement around campaigns, task management, discussion boards, and mapping my plot. And then exploring some investments, ways that we might co-invest with our partner city. Top line goal, weekly active users. Goal was to get to 561. We fell short on that goal. We're now tracking against this all users line, but still saw a dip this last week. We did a little bit of reflection on where that came from and felt like there were some internal areas of coordination that we could do better. And so moving forward, we're going to have Minsa lead product, customer success, and AIR communications all at once, so that we have all of that sort of all of those different functions being coordinated by one brain. And then we also want to look at the alignment with our customers marketing team. We're very excited that our customer is making more use of the platform, but we also then found that some of the promotional messages that we're sending out are a little different than the way that we had been doing it prior to that. So I think there's ways that we might coordinate a little bit better, and ways that we might be able to continue sending content and promotional messages together, but there's just a little bit more coordination there that I think we didn't anticipate in this sprint. We also did a brainstorm this morning and found a whole host of new opportunities when we sort of do this together as a team. So there are some exciting things that we discovered this morning that are in our heads that we might be able to do better. So we'll give a little bit more thought to that and see what else we can learn. On the product, a few really good areas. On the campaign management, we now have a follow button on a discussion board. So the discussion can actually let you know when new things have been posted if you're interested. And we found that there's actually some discussions that are already taking place. So there's some areas where we can do some content moderation and ways that we might be able to help make better use of a feature that already exists. We added labels that allow us to group clients or segment clients, and that'll be helpful in terms of sending out campaigns. And we now have some analytics on the campaigns themselves that'll make it more useful to a marketer in the application. On the task management, we now have assignable tasks, which is a first for us, and that's exciting. It's something that the sales team has requested, and eventually will help us show an individual user only their tasks, which I think will start making it a lot more useful in the next sprint. And then we have a map my plot feature, where for the first time we can actually draw a person's plot on the map. And this is really exciting. This was not on our radar even, or sort of, it was far down the roadmap a couple of months ago, but we did a user survey and found that this was something that was highly in demand. So very happy of how quickly we've turned that feature around. More to come on this. This is we just have this for a very few number of plots right now, but we're looking at ways to integrate with the existing ERP system there, and maybe able to bring in some data in bulk shortly. In non-product news, we had two new team members that have accepted offers and are going to join in the next sprint. Very excited about them, and welcome to the team. Glad to have you on board. Have a good pipeline of some new candidates that has just really grown in the last couple of weeks. Promising start there. We unfortunately did lose a promising candidate for the head of customer success, who accepted another offer. That was disappointing. But we also now have a hiring solution in place for non-US employees. And in fact, I will call this non-US employees right there. And so that will show us that that will make it much easier for us to bring these new people on board. And finally, on the other product area, we have Facebook officially liked us, saying that recognizing us as an official business, which is a precursor to being able to do notifications in WhatsApp, which has been a very frequently requested feature. So excited about that. For the next sprint, our goal is to get to 679 weekly active users. We'll continue the push around marketing and content alignment. This is has largely a non-product feature in terms of how we communicate with our customers' marketing team and how we coordinate internally. So I think there's just some internal process work to do there. But on the product, we will also be thinking about marketing and a sales diarizing workflow. And we'll look at some of these new feature ideas that came up just this morning in our brainstorm. We have a few new teammates to welcome, or 2 new teammates to welcome in the next sprint, and so that will also be part of our focus in the next sprint. That's it for this one. I'll see you again in a couple of weeks. Thank you very much.